Gusto ko lang, nakita ko lang to sa Reddit regarding sa GPU prices, no? So, I think 7 months ago na ang nakalipas. Pero, currently kasi nakita ko lang na from way back to 7 months ago. So, yung 4070 Super in online shops like the Blue app and the Orange app. So, ito yung Lazada, Shopee, no? So, sabi niya rito, I was surprised because the price is 40,000 or 45,000 and above. So, while my last check 2 years ago was only around 38,000. So, I look at the Bigo app and my suspicion was right. I saw the Bigo graph that 2 years ago is 4070 Super was only 38,000. So, yung RX na ASRock 6600 na Radeon Challenger from 12,000 got almost 16,000 today. So bakit nga ba daw ang mga GPU natin suddenly become more expensive after a few years instead of a cheaper price? Ayan. So ayun yung katotohanan dito, no? So ang presyo sa Blue App and the Orange App based sa PC Gaming Philippines, kaya nila tinatawag yung Blue App and Orange App, no? So kasi bawal banggitin yung Lazada and Shopee dito. So 2 years ago 38,000 lang ay naging 45,000, no? So, lumipas na yung 2 taon, no, halos 3 years na, no? Dapat bumaba na yan, di ba? Pero hindi, tumataas pa siya. And dun sa ASRock, ito yung matindi rin from ASRock 6600 Radeon Challenger. Medyo masakit din to. So, entry-level GPU lang to. So, dapat mura to. So, pero parang naging mid-range price yung ano niya. And sabi nung isang nag-comment dito, because you are in the Philippines. So, mababasa nyo sa Reddit to, a second-hand 7600 XT on FB Marketplace is selling around for 26 to 29,000. And I bought a brand new from Data Blitz for 26,000. Yun lang. And I really don't understand the mentality of Filipinos in buying and selling. In other countries, they will sell a used item for the sake of disposing a little cash. So here in the Philippines, they will meticulously clean the item and sell it for profit. And say it's slightly used or sometimes even add, this is a better than insert previous GPU gen just to justify the brand new price for the used item. Ayan. So ito yung tinatawag nating Pilipinas tax. Okay, so kahit anong tech or kahit mas mataas talaga yung presyo dahil mas mataas talaga ang presyo niya dito because of other ano rin, no, regarding din sa customs and also yung palitan ng dollar. Also, the second-hand market here in the Philippines is overpriced. So, out of stock 40 something super cards. I just came from Taiwan intending to buy the 4080 Super in Guangwa, and I surprised I didn't find one. Their PC Hub sells 4070s for 36,000. So the price of the other shops are weird. So 31,000 for only 7800 XT. So I think makakabili ka ng 7800 XT today ng mas mababa na yung presyo dyan, no? Ayun, so Nvidia stopped production for 40 series card in order to focus on production of the new 50 series. So which is yung 2025 yung current market ngayon, no? However, at the same time, the 50 series cards are currently at a very low stock price because it turns out that Nvidia was not able to produce enough for the launch. So most buyers daw who wanted a 50 series card just went and bought a remaining 40 series stock, which is napakalungkot. And sabi rin dito, don't buy from the blue or orange app. Usually their markup is high because the seller's deduction is also high. So search for the reputable retailers themselves. Yeah, which is correct, no? Kasi minsan kapag bumili ka sa mga second-hand items na, minsan ano na siya, hindi talaga maganda bumili ng second-hand GPU sa Pilipinas. Napaka-OP. So many factors, these suspicions, no, stop production, faster performance, Trump tariffs. So apektado talaga Pilipinas dito, no, sir, mga sir. Yan. Actually, marami tayong makikita na medyo decent naman yung mga presyo pagdating sa GPU. Kasi low supply talaga ang GPU sa Pilipinas. So, unlike sa US, yung MSRP nila times 2 or times 3 sa atin. Pero titignan natin dito sa sa Gadget Pilipinas, kung pupunta tayo sa Gadget Pilipinas vlogs, no? So makikita nyo rito, ang sabi ng title, ang MSRP ba scam ba talaga to? So maraming factors. So binasa ko to kanina. So meron tayong tinatawag na supply and demand. Okay? So kung babasahin natin to, bottom line is pinaprioritize ng Nvidia at AMD yung mga neighbors natin tulad ng Malaysia and Taiwan. So ang titignan nyo ang high demand but low supply. The item is priced higher, but if you're lower demand, then the item is price is lower. In the Philippines, demand for the RTX 50 series and RX 9070 series cards are high. But when you zoom out a bigger picture, the demand relatively population is low compared to other countries like neighbors Malaysia and Taiwan. So when you zoom out further out, most of the demand comes from the first world country. Ayon. Where the prices are the MSRP or closer to MSRP like in the US and the Canada. So ito yung realidad mga bossing. So dahil maliit lang yung market natin, konti lang yung allocation ng GPU dito sa Pinas. Kaya pag may mga dumating na batch, mabilis talaga maubos at syempre tataas yung presyo. Tapos foreign foreign and forex exchange. So $1 is equal to 58 pesos. So sabi dito 58 pesos sa Google, probably 57, no. So hindi yan yung actual na gamit sa cost ng distributor. So meaning to say, for example, EasyPC or PC World or PC mo, hindi yan yung actual price from the distributor. Automatic talaga may patong yan kahit wala pang tax, no? Yan, when people don't realize is that the businesses don't follow the forex rate that display on the Google. So hindi nila sinusundan talaga yun. Similarly, if you're buying and selling currencies that you experience at airports, businesses also employ a similar rule to protect themselves from fluctuations. Ayan, naintindi rin ito. Ayan, tariffs and taxes. So, dito tayo pinapatay ng tariffs and taxes natin na pagdating sa mga imports goods. And also, logistics. So, kaya kung iniisip mo na simpleng shipping lang to, no? Simpleng shipping lang ng mga GPU yan. So, hindi. So, may mga hidden cost talaga yan na pinapasa rin sa atin, sa mga consumer, sa mga tulad natin, no? Kaya halimbawa, gamer ka, so gusto mo talaga ng kung low budget ka talaga, so hindi naman lahat makaka-afford ng 5090 or 5070 Ti na no? Kasi ang isang 5070 Ti na graphics cards, presyo na isang motor, no? Kung titignan mo yung price niya. So usually kaya nagpo-fall lahat ng mga budget buyer pagdating sa mga low and minsan na nga lang yung mid-range GPU, no? Kaya kung ano ka, let's say magbi-build ka ng PC tapos medyo low budget ka sa GPU, so always check yung use case mo. So kung more on productivity or more on gaming ka talaga, so always ma-maximize mo talaga yung budget mo para di masayang yung pera mo. Ayan, first distributor bundle. So ito yung pinaka-painful kasi kung gusto mong bumili ng GPU, minsan kailangan mong isama yung 10 pirasong PSU. So limbawa sa case ko, bibili ako ng GPU, no? So, hindi ka nila pagbibentahan ng isang GPU lang. So, kailangan meron kang bundle, no? So, yun yung katotohanan doon kapag business owner ka. So, may mga bundle sila na tinatawag. Kaya kung ang cost ng isang GPU, inflated na agad yan, no? So, ganun siya naglalaro. Kasi kung titignan nyo siya rito, high demand of GPU leaves the distributors confused about which retailer they should cater first. So normally yung mga big retailers daw, yung mga may mga multiple branches na, yun yung mga prioritize nila. Unlike sa mga maliliit na seller. While the smaller shops are often queue for succeeding batches, no? So pagka nagbaba sila ng price, so automatically domino effect siya, no? Between even between big retailers, it's still unclear for these distributors who to cater outside. So the first come, the first serve principle. So ganun yung ano niya. Okay, so yun, kung gamer ka, wag padalos-dalos kung okay pa yung GPU mo. So hintay ka ng mga promos and also yung mga next wave na tinatawag para sulit yung builds mo, para hindi ka lang ma-hype. For example, may lalabas na bagong series, darating na series ng Nvidia, no? So automatically ang makaka-afford nito yung may mga budget talaga. Pero kung ikaw, okay pa GPU mo, pagsisilbihan ka ng okay pa, so walang problema na maghintay ka muna para ano. And always buy sa mga reputable shops talaga. Yun. So kung may mga question kayo mga bossing regarding sa any topics na pwede natin pag-usapan, no? I think articles, YouTube videos, marami tayong pwedeng makitang information bago tayo bumili ng mga mamahaling graphics cards. So